Disney World's been making a lot of changes to Animal Kingdom recently, so we're making some changes of our own. Here are the top 10 must-dos for Animal Kingdom that we think you should prioritize this year, because some of them you might never be able to experience again. Hey everybody, it's AJ for Disney Food Blog. Now, any day where I get to hyper-focus on Animal Kingdom is a good day in my book. From the animals to the unique snacks to the floating mountains, this Disney World park should not be skipped during your next visit, even if it's in the middle of some major changes right now. But what exactly do you need to prioritize the next time you're here? I'm glad you asked. First up, you gotta experience something brand new. As I said, Animal Kingdom is going through some growing pains right now. We'll talk about the biggest change happening in this park a little later on in the video. But right now, I want to talk about what's going on inside the Tree of Life. March 16th, 2025 marked the final day that guests could watch the 3D movie with in-house effects, It's Tough to Be a Bug. This closure was followed by rejoicing from some and mourning from others. Turns out, it really is tough to be a bug. So tough that Animal Kingdom's kicked the Bugs Life crew out of the Tree of Life and is getting ready to replace them with the Zootopia squad in a brand new show called Zootopia Better Together. While this show was originally set to open in winter 2025, and hey, maybe that's still going to be the case, with the It's Tough to Be a Bug closing its doors as late as it did, this slated winter 2025 timeframe doesn't really give Imagineers a whole lot of time to create an entirely brand new show inside the Tree of Life before the end of the year. So we'll keep you updated on the status of the opening date. In the meantime, there are still tons of things you can pad your Animal Kingdom day with that might be brand new to you. So if you're looking for a little variety to add to your Animal Kingdom day, here are some activities that maybe you've never thought to add to your DAC schedule, or you've simply been overlooking altogether. You can see Animal Kingdom's newest resident, Tucker the baby giraffe, on Kilimanjaro safaris. Say hello to Butternut, Biscuit, and Potato, the cutest little baby otters who recently made their debut in the Otter Grotto. Or you could meet baby Baxo, the Sumatran tiger cub, on the Maharaja Jungle Trek. We just love baby animals, okay? You can take a Disney sketch class over at Rafiki's Planet Watch and learn how to draw a character you've never even attempted to make before. You can meet the Merry Menagerie, which is a wintertime/holiday specialty, or book a premium behind-the-scenes tour that's on your Disney bucket list, like Caring for Giants, Up Close with Rhinos, Wild Africa Trek, or Savor the Savannah. You can learn more about each of these extras via Disney's special events and tours page on their website. Next must-do, play an Uno reverse card on Flight of Passage. Wha-bam! Flight of Passage. You thought we were going to rope drop you this year? Well, say hello to my little friend, the Uno reverse card. It's no secret that Animal Kingdom has the least amount of rides across the Disney World park, so of course it's a big A-tier attraction, and Flight of Passage is going to rack up the highest weights all day long. Usually each park has a few different A-tier attractions that'll help disperse those initial crowds and make your wait time not as bad for your must-see attraction. That's still not a bad idea for Flight of Passage, especially if you have early theme park entry on your side, which lets all guests staying at a Disney-owned hotel into each park 30 minutes before official opening time. However, there's no dispersing here. Probably 80 to 90% of the people coming to Animal Kingdom at the start of the day are piling into that Flight of Passage queue, so things can get chaotic. If you don't want to stress over this line, you can always pay for a single pass lightning lane that'll help you bypass the Flight of Passage main queue, and only the Flight of Passage main queue. But if you'd rather not pay to skip this line, yet you also don't want to deal with those early morning Flight of Passage crowds, then you might want to hit up all the other rides in the park first. Here's a little sample ride itinerary for you to use as a springboard. First, hit up Navi River Journey. This is another ride inside Pandora that'll also rack up long waits, but Flight of Passage tends to steal its spotlight at the start of the day, giving you the chance to knock it out right off the bat. Then head to Africa while you're still not in the heat of the day, and hop onto Kilimanjaro safaris while the animals are still a little more active and awake. Say hi to Tucker for me. Next up is Asia, where you can ride Kali River Rapids and Expedition Everest back to back. Expedition Everest is usually a shorter wait, but check the My Disney Experience app and hop in line for the one with the shorter line first. If Expedition Everest is kind of lengthy, you can always opt to use the single rider line option instead. Dino Land USA continues the loop, so this is the perfect time to ride Dinosaur. And after that, well, the last ride you'll need to do is Flight of Passage. You can decide then if you're chill with getting in line for it right there and then, since you've already knocked out the other rides you wanted to accomplish, or if you want to stay a little longer, hoping that line chills out a little bit more, because sometimes it does by the afternoon. So you can check out a nearby show or get a snack to help pass the time. Now, if you like ride itineraries, we actually have a free guide that lists out several sample ride itineraries similar to the Animal Kingdom one I just rattled off. But instead of just being Animal Kingdom focused, we cover every single Disney World park to make sure you're able to ride everything during your next visit. Just scan the QR code you see on the screen now, or if you're watching us on your phone, tap on the link in our description for disneyfoodblog.com/Disney rides. Now, you've got to try the snacks here. This is one of our favorite places to get snacks in all of Disney World. And we've been having a good time with this particular point in all of our must-do videos because it gives us a chance to showcase just a few of our favorite Disney World snacks as featured in our DFB Guide to Walt Disney World Dining. Because the one thing you can guarantee across all the Disney World parks is unique snacks specific to those parks. Snacks that you're not going to find anywhere else, and usually not anywhere else in the world. So with that being said, here's one snack in each Animal Kingdom section that you'll only find in AK. But if you want to learn about even more of our Animal Kingdom snack favorites, you can always check out our 2025 DFB guide from dfbstore.com. Okay, in Discovery Island, I appreciate the fact that Animal Kingdom agrees with me. It's true, mac and cheese can definitely be a snack if you truly believe. 8 Spoon Cafe is a tiny kiosk known for its baked mac and cheeses, but our recent favorite is the new Barbacoa beef baked mac and cheese topped with both crispy and green onions, and of course plenty of melt-in-your-mouth barbacoa. Mac and cheese varieties rotate out regularly here, but the classic plain mac and cheese is pretty much always on offer. And since these cheesy noodles are all snack-sized, the prices aren't too bad, typically costing around $5 to $8. Over in Africa, Tamu Tamu Refreshments has got the goods, and by the goods, I mean pineapple Dole Whip. But pineapple Dole Whip isn't unique to Animal Kingdom, is it? It's what Tamu Tamu does with their Dole Whip that makes it one of a kind. The Pineapple Crisp Sundae here is made with pineapple crisp cake, vanilla ice cream, pineapple caramel, and crispy streusel topping. Now, I know I promised you pineapple Dole Whip, so while the Pineapple Crisp Sundae doesn't default to having pineapple Dole Whip, in the past we've been able to substitute out the vanilla ice cream for a heaping swirl of that classic fruity Disney staple treat. And it makes this treat even better, in my opinion, especially if you're a big-time pineapple fan. The Pineapple Crisp Sundae is going to put you back just over $7. In Asia, what's so special about a basket of fries from a little kiosk in Asia? Well, one, they have specialty seasonings sprinkled on top. It's like a savory paprika blend of sorts. And two, they come served with a specialty dipping sauce that does change up on occasion. Most recently, though, it's been sriracha mayo that really adds an extra punch to these $6 fries. Yep, they are Mr. Kamal's fries. Definitely go get them. In Pandora, World of Avatar, the Pongu Pongu snack kiosk has a few different bites for you to try, like the Navi-sized pretzel, really big, and the Pongo Lumpia. But the real staple treat of this kiosk is actually their vibrant Night Blossom frozen drink. You've seen people around Pandora drinking these, I know, and you've wondered where they got them. This is made with layers of apple and desert pear limeade, then topped with fruity bursting boba balls. It's a very sweet yet tart drink, and while it's still rather refreshing on a hot Florida day, you might want a cup of water to go along with it because there's a lot of sugar going on here. The Night Blossom costs just under $7, but if you're over 21 and you want to make this one boozy, you can order the Rum Blossom instead, which is the same drink plus rum for $15.50. And in Dino Land, USA, oh, Dino Land, we've got so much to talk about, but I'm going to stick with talking about the Trilobites kiosk for now. Trilobites might not have a big menu, but it still has an eclectic one, featuring specialty Dole Whip floats and soft serve and churros, and my personal favorite snack here is the buffalo chicken chips. For just over $10, you get a hearty amount of house-made chips served with buffalo chicken and blue cheese dressing, topped off with tomato and celery relish. Now, I'm a big buffalo and blue cheese fan, so the fact that these chips don't skimp on these toppings in the slightest is what earns them a huge thumbs up from me. Oh, this is a good one. So in parks like Hollywood Studios and Magic Kingdom, where it can be back-to-back crowds everywhere you turn, Animal Kingdom feels like a sanctuary away from all the chaos. This is a park where the vibes are chill and the calm and cool sections are plentiful. So if you're nothing like the Little Mermaid and you want to be where the people aren't, like I do, here are a few pockets of peace for you to track down during your Animal Kingdom day. Pocket of peace, number one, look behind a food kiosk. Animal Kingdom has lots of different seating areas areas around the park, and lots of them are right behind food and drink kiosks. For example, if you're at the Caravan Road kiosk in Asia, check out the hidden walkway that's located on the kiosk's left-hand side. This trail's gonna lead you to a shaded seating area that's off the beaten path and typically unoccupied. Another example, to the left of Mr. Kamal's, there's another underrated seating area where you can enjoy your fries or just soak in a moment of peace and quiet, with a lovely view of the Tree of Life to make the moment even better. Pocket of peace number 2, get on the Nomad Lounge walk-up waitlist. There are a few places that I've found in my life, as you know, that compete with the serenity found at Nomad Lounge. Nomad is a bar with both indoor and outdoor seating, and that wraparound porch seating area along Discovery River is super hard to pass up. That said, I am kind of an AC girl, so I tend to be indoors more than outdoors unless I'm there in like the winter. They've got handmade cocktails, fresh gluten-free churros, which I don't care if you're gluten-free or not, these are the best churros in Disney World, the cozy chairs, the sparkling waters, and lush greenery. Now when it comes to pockets of peace in Disney, this is my number one go-to. This is where you're probably gonna find me. Just make sure to get your name added to the walk-up waitlist early on the day that you go, shortly after the lounge opens up ideally. And this lounge isn't big, hence why it's so peaceful, so the waitlist will fill up quickly. You can add yourself to the waitlist via the My Disney Experience app or by walking up to the host stand and adding it in person. I've held off talking about this one long enough. Let's talk about what's going on with Dino Land USA lately. So Dino Land is currently closing in phases to make way for the new Tropical Americas area called Pueblo Esperanza, slated to open later on in 2027. That area is going to feature new attractions and details based around popular Disney film franchises Encanto and Indiana Jones. It's going to be all a Tropical Americas, South America kind of vibe. On January 13th, 2025, Animal Kingdom started up Phase 1 of the Dino Land closures. This took away Triceratops Spin, Chester and Hester's Dinosaur Treasures, RIP, and Fossil Fun Games. The good news for all of you who are planning to visit Animal Kingdom this year is that Disney's holding off on closing the main attraction in this land, Dinosaur, till the end of 2025 or maybe early 2026. We're not quite sure yet. So you've still got time to go get that dino before this Time Rover is replaced by the next Indiana Jones adventure. This is also the perfect time to show this headed for the grave ride a little extra love before its departure with our latest t-shirt on the dfbstore.com website. But back to Dino Land, your kids ages 10 and under can climb around in the Boneyard, which is a play place themed to look like an excavation site with lots of rope bridges to cross and caves to explore, twisty slides to ride. It's super fun and I wish I was under 10. And you can eat at one of the Dino Land quick services or kiosks like Restaurantosaurus, who I love, Dino Bite Snacks, and Trilobites before they're also gone. I'd recommend paying a visit to the Restaurantosaurus Lounge toward the back of this place for some dino-themed cocktails and the possibility of a paleontology student coming up to your table and singing a song about you on the spot. A true Dino Land highlight that I'm definitely gonna miss because, as you know, we do not have enough streetmosphere anywhere in Disney World at the moment. So here's the good news about having fewer offerings available in Animal Kingdom than there were before. You don't really have to make any major sacrifices to do everything you want to do. In Magic Kingdom, you've got a park packed with rides and shows and attractions, you name it. And while you can get a lot done there, you're not going to get everything done there, even with all of the closures that are there at the moment. But for Animal Kingdom, a day riding every ride and seeing every show isn't necessarily out of reach. And that means you don't have to choose one of the Broadway-style shows here over the other. You can watch them both. First, there's Finding Nemo, the Big Blue and Beyond, which follows a fish who managed to escape the tank of Dr. P. Sherman's office. The tank gang finds themselves in the Marine Life Institute as featured in Pixar's sequel film Finding Dory, where they retell the story of Marlin the clownfish trying to find his captured son as featured in the first film, Finding Nemo. This is a 25-minute performance featuring professional puppeteering, LED screen effects, catchy songs that will get stuck in your head for the rest of the day. Yes, I can't tell you how many times I've left this theater just with the main chorus of Go With The Flow for several weeks straight going through my head. And then there's Festival of the Lion King. This doesn't have a consistent narrative like the Finding Nemo show does, but it's more of a performance showcasing the well-loved songs from the Lion King film through a series of dance and acrobatics and again, puppeteering. Much like Nemo, this show happens several times throughout the day, and you can find out which show times work best with your schedule by checking the My Disney Experience app on the day of your visit. So again, it's kind of cool that there's a bunch of stuff closing and closed in Animal Kingdom this year because you might be able to do stuff you haven't done in a while, because a lot of people will skip over these shows to do the rides, and now you have the opportunity to kind of return to some of your favorites. If you're ready to sleuth out some of Animal Kingdom's most secretive hidden gems, here are a few you're going to want to prioritize tracking down this year. The Coca-Cola freezer of Drinkwalla. So the next time you're grabbing a frosty beverage from Drinkwalla in the Asia section, take a minute to appreciate the Coca-Cola freezer in this tiny shop. This originally comes from India and is the same freezer that's pictured in the antique Indian photos hanging up all around the Drinkwalla walls. Also, the Joe Rody masks. So in the back of the Tusker House restaurant, you can spot a wall of masks, each created to feature a bunch of cool shapes and colors and designs. If you look underneath all these masks, you'll see a sign that labels them as Joe Rody Masks and Beads, which is a little nod to the Imagineer who helped make Animal Kingdom the amazing park it is today. And the authentic village details. Harambe isn't just an area of Animal Kingdom that you walk through to get to Kilimanjaro Safaris or Festival of the Lion King. It can completely transport you into an authentic African village. But in order to really get that, you're going to have to take the time to stop and look around at all the details surrounding you. Maybe not just run right through to get to the next ride. And we always like to start with the rooftops. Yep. The rooftops. Imagineers hired African craftsmen to create authentically thatched roofs in Harambe. To thatch the roofs in the traditional way, as done in Africa, the craftsmen navigated the roofs barefoot to feel out for weak spots and make sure the thatching was secure. This barefoot approach caused some concerns for OSHA, the U.S. Occupational Safety and Health Administration, meaning Disney had to complete a very lengthy process of petitions and appeals to help the craftsmen create the thatched roofs authentically. These are things that you don't even realize when you walk through Animal Kingdom, but if you do know about them, it makes you appreciate what you're getting even more. So there are 5 key reasons why you should prioritize becoming a wilderness explorer during your next Animal Kingdom visit. 1, it's free. That's a great starting point for anything. 2, you get a Wilderness Explorer booklet with a detailed map showing you each Wilderness Explorer's location. And the booklet also features pages filled with fun facts and activities and animal spotting guides. 3, each Wilderness Explorer's location gives you the opportunity to talk to an animal expert and learn more about the wildlife who call this park home. 4, you get to collect badges, aka stickers. And 5, much like the World Showcase scavenger hunts that are featured around Epcot, Wilderness Explorers gives you the excuse to tuck away into spots around Animal Kingdom maybe you would have accidentally looked over otherwise. Just a heads up, this one's probably going to be way more fun for the kids of your group. So some Disney characters, like our pals Mickey and Minnie, like to make the rounds across all the Disney World parks. And then there are other Disney characters that tend to settle into just one park and never or rarely branch out beyond that. Animal Kingdom has a handful of characters that love Animal Kingdom so much that they usually just stay here. So if you're in the park, keep an eye out for these guys because you're probably not going to see them anywhere else. Timon and Rafiki like to hang out at Rafiki's Planet Watch. Makes sense. Probably would have guessed that even without any help from the My Disney Experience app. Pocahontas commonly makes appearances around the Discovery Island trails on the west side. Kevin roams through Discovery Island quite often, and while she doesn't have a stationary meet and greet spot, her friends Doug and Russell do over at the Wilderness Explorers Clubhouse. This is also located in Discovery Island. Just turn right at the Tree of Life and you'll be on your way. Now, Divine, probably the most elusive character of the bunch, is an original Animal Kingdom character whose appearance allows her to blend in with the surrounding greenery. When you do see her, you're going to see a walking plant on 4 stilts, making her over 7 feet tall or 15 feet if she decides to raise her stilts in the air. And we've seen Divine lingering around the walkway connecting Africa and Asia before, but more recently she tends to hang out by the park entrance. Divine isn't always around, but you can find out where she'll be hanging out that day, along with when she could possibly be making her appearance over on the My Disney Experience app. Disney Spirit jerseys are great, but what if you could use your souvenir money on something both cool and impactful? Animal Kingdom doesn't just want to help its animals on site, it wants to help animals worldwide. And that's why, since Animal Kingdom's opening day back in 1998, this park has kept ongoing conservation funds to help out organizations and global influences that strive to protect endangered species and animal habitats and relief efforts for locations that need it most. Every now and then, one of the Animal Kingdom or even Animal Kingdom Lodge gift shops feature specialty merchandise items where a percentage of the proceeds goes straight to this fund. But if you're not seeing any of these types of items, just go up to one of the gift shop registers and ask to make a donation of any amount. Along with your donation, you'll also receive a hero commemorative button, which features a new button design every year. But that's not all. Over at Creature Comforts and Discovery Island, you'll find your one-stop shop for all things Starbucks, but unlike other Starbucks locations, you can make a very special donation if you order a flat white. For every flat white purchase from this shop, a portion of the proceeds go to the conservation of cotton-top tamarins. You want to see who your money's going towards? Just check out the South American monkeys exhibit right outside Creature Comforts, because these little guys are cuties. Now, one last note. You probably noticed a common theme with our Animal Kingdom must-dos today. This is less of a park where you're going to be hitting up back-to-back rides for hours on end, and more of a park where you're going to spend extra time just taking in the vibes. So if you take nothing else away from today's video, then hear this. Slow down during your Animal Kingdom day. It's a beautiful park filled with all sorts of creatures and detailed lands and locations where all you're required to do is just sit back and take a deep breath to appreciate where you are and the Imagineering and all of the research that's gone into this incredible place. Scurrying between rides is great, but for those who want a park experience that's a lot less stressful and way more relaxing, Animal Kingdom might quickly become your new favorite Disney vacation destination. All right, Animal Kingdom, I love you. Everybody knows I love you. And I don't want to part ways just yet, so let's keep going. You can check out our other Animal Kingdom planning videos next to keep the party animal vibe happening, like our Animal Kingdom Crash Course or Animal Kingdom Ride Hacks videos. And don't forget to pick up our free Ride Everything in Disney World guide over at disneyfoodblog.com/Disney Rides. Thanks for listening, everyone, and thanks for watching. As always, this is AJ for Disney Food Blog, and we'll see you real soon.